bit of audio that shows up on the stream, I'm gonna be so sad. Oh, Morgan's showing up as blank.
Oh no!
No!
Oh no!
Wait, it's showing up for me on my YouTube.
Okay. It's showing now, so
Oh yeah, I see your YouTube.
just
Yeah.
pretend everything's fine.
Oh, I like how you set up my little thing.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I just stole whatever images you had on your Twitter, honestly.
Yeah. That's awesome. It works.
Good.
Oh, I like how you arranged it. It does seem like so... Like, that's impressive.
What's impressive?
Just the way you arranged everything.
Oh, thanks. I literally just like Tetris the programs in and then fit images where they go.
That's awesome.
Okay, I wanted to do something else. Oh, here we go. Okay. I was coming back from picking up food, and on my doorstep was my replacement pen nib that I needed for today.
Oh, that's amazing.
It was perfect timing. I was very thankful.
That was good timing.
Mm-hmm. Because it was like I had never spun it, like I should have moved it around so that it wore evenly, but I never did that, so it was like sharp.
Oh yeah. It's also hard to do that because once it starts to like be chiseled and you try to press down on the other side of it, it always kind of rotates to the flat side, I've noticed.
Yeah, so for the last couple of days I've been trying to avoid drawing digitally because it's like super sharp. And it's like
Yeah.
worn super down, but no worries. I was saved in the last moment. Seb, I love that we all drew Charnel before you did.
It's amazing. Oh my god.
Gotta step it up.
I because otherwise, like, I have nights where I'm like thinking about stuff that, or like there's stuff I want to do, like, oh yeah, I need to draw furries because it's fun and I want to do it more, and then but then I'm also like, oh, but I have to do like, I don't know, job applications or something like that, and then I end up not doing anything
No.
at all
Oh, draw
to do the
furries.
thing I want to do.
Only draw furries. I'm a little bit biased though. I also feel like whenever I make work with the intention of putting it in a portfolio, it comes out bad.
Yeah, I
feel that.
kind of just like shows that when you actually enjoy what you're doing. What? No, I'm not. Are you still in the Discord call, Ian?
Yeah, I give myself mute.
Oh, okay. Not sure if you pick up through mine or not, but
Yeah, we just get Ian as a ghost who hangs out with us sometimes. Very good. Honestly, though, I need like a proper work desk setup instead of just living a foot away from my bed.
I mean, it's hard when you do live in a shoebox.
It is. One day I'll graduate to regular box.
Oh, I could work on so you know my friend Angie, the one that commissions me all the time to do, she commissioned me to draw her with Gojo from the Jujutsu Kaisen. So I could work on that. I have to find where did I put it? Oh yeah, it's in...
Yeah, Seb, if you don't have context, Morgan has this friend who exclusively gives Morgan commissions to draw her, like, simping over anime characters. It's
Oh,
incredible.
probably. Oh, why?
like a friend I had in high school.
Why am I black again?
You're
Oh,
coming
there we
in
go.
and out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, I'll just I'll work on that.
It's very good.
Because I need to line it. I mean, to be fair, the Gojo, the character, is quite the hottie boobalati, so I do not mind.
Hottie boombalati.
Yeah, have you here? This is what he looks like because I have the references. He has like beautiful, like long white eyelashes.
Oh, yes, please.
And he's like
Nice.
super OP. So like he just and he also is kind of like goofy. So he wears like this bandana or something because it's supposed to like keep his power contained. But he'll lift the bandana and then his hair falls over his face and he gets really serious and he's like super badass. He's very good.
The one
Yeah, she.
The one in the middle where his hair is down is very good.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what it is when he takes the bandana off. His hair falls over his face.
Good.
And it's so funny. So Studio Mappa has done the anime, and you look at the manga panels, and like the manga panels are, obviously very good. There's a reason why it's super popular. But then you look at the anime, and you're like, wow, Mappa is just like bodies for this guy. Because they like gave him like way longer eyelashes. They like gave him like beautiful ethereal lighting. It's like so funny. His hair's always like flowing in the wind.
That's my favorite. I love when you can tell that the animators are genuinely enjoying doing their crazy character.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I he's so good. I really do love him. Yeah, it's either white-haired pretty boys or dark-haired edgelords. The go-to brands.
I mean, good choices. Good choices.
I'm gonna retweet one of the old links because I'm lazy.
Oh, you're fine.
I
Listen,
don't really have like a following on Twitter yet.
Twitter
Since
sucks.
I've just joined it. Yeah, I'm kind of like I kind of like that I can be a little secret on here for now.
Mhm.
Because I've got like people from work on Instagram and stuff, and sometimes I'm just like, I don't know. So
Yeah, my screen's black again. I have no idea. I guess I'll just update it and hope that the new update doesn't fuck up my iPad.
Yeah. I mean, we could try
wait, what do you have to update?
her iPad like software.
Okay, it turns back on as soon as I like go back to Google Meet.
Oh, interesting.
My screen popping back up to his horrifying eyes.
His eye like really close up. It's pretty terrible.
Hello, did you get it working again?
Do you see me? No, you don't. Do you see me? No, you don't.
I had a desktop just full of his eyes looking at me, and it was so like because he's so beautiful, but also it's horrifying at the same time. It's like I'm uncomfortable.
It's a good drawing, though.
I'm glad. I spent so long on his eye, as you can tell.
Oh yeah, that's the eye you shared, because I remember the eyelashes and they were so gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, he is such a stunner. Like, let me tell you. Yeah, I'm not even exaggerating his eyelashes this time. Normally I do because I wish characters had longer eyelashes. His are like little butterfly wings.
I was gonna say, his white lashes are what I wish Todoroki Shoto's white lashes were like.
Uh-huh. Oh, like I said, in the manga, he doesn't have that long of eyelashes. So Mappa was really out here being like, oh, but what if we gave him like the thickest lashes?
I'm so proud of Mappa living their truth.
My favorite is I like watching the anime reaction things because this is like a shonen. It's very much like a fighting. It's literally called like sorcery fight is what it translates to. But watching all of the anime reactions because he doesn't take his blindfold off for the first time until like a little bit in, and so it's a big reveal. And when he does, and his eyes are like crystal, so they like shimmer.
Oh my god!
And watching everyone like lose their shit as soon as he lifted the blindfold was like my favorite. All of the women were like, okay, Gojo could get it though. Yeah, Angie's in very deep.
I love it.
It's very funny.
I love how she
It's very
lives her
funny.
truth 24/7.
It's so funny. Yeah, she said there was another artist on Twitter or something that was like he would do commissions like that, or he could like draw you with a character. And she was like, I could just get Morgan to do this for, you know, like the same price and like it more. And I was like, oh.
Aw.
Yeah. She was like, I was kind of embarrassed. And I was like, Angie, why would you be embarrassed? But you were like my best commission customer. Plus, I've wanted to draw him because he's so pretty.
Yeah.
I was like, Angie, you're doing me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
You're giving me more reasons to draw pretty anime boys.
Never a bad thing.
Oh, I can't wait to see people cosplay him at cons. I'm gonna lose my mind.
I can't wait to see cons.
I can't wait to see. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. It's so funny thinking, well, Animal Crossing came out the same week that everyone went on lockdown, so it's like everything with like the new Animal Crossing hasn't had a chance to show up at cons because cons haven't been a thing. So that's something I keep thinking about, like, because we did that cosplay of Flick and CJ, and yeah, I kind of just realized, oh yeah, there hasn't even been a chance for this to like be a thing in public anywhere.
Uh-huh. What are you giggling about?
Just, looking at the stream is so scary. Oh,
You've
I feel
zoomed
so
in
bad.
quite far.
I know that you don't like when I do that, but this is why I spent so much time on the eye.
Do you need to be spending that much time on the eye?
Yes, that's his moneymaker.
Well, I guess if you're enjoying it, I can't knock you too bad, but
I'm enjoying it a lot. It's just funny when I look up and I'm like, oh yeah, people are watching this. I'll zoom out a little bit. The funniest thing, not to keep talking about him, but he's beautiful and I do enjoy him a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But because he wears the bandana, people were taking measurements of his forehead length based on the screenshots, and they determined that he has the tiniest forehead. Because in order for his hairline to be where it is, he would have to have no forehead. And I was like, well, nobody's perfect. Even he has to have flaws, I guess.
I mean, to be entirely honest, when I'm drawing a person, I often make their forehead way too small. I, like, forget a brain is up there.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Realizing I have to change the pose up a little to accommodate for these large ears that I'm not used to.
That's the best reason to have to change a pose, though.
Do a little head tilt for these ears.
Very good, very cute.
He hates when I'm recording.
Yeah, Seb, welcome to the worst part of streaming with Morgan. It's that Ronan is so upset that Morgan is not paying attention to him that you will just hear him go in the background.
He just wants some screen time.
He's very insistent.
Oh my god. I lose my board.
Whenever I hear Ronan being a big brat, I turn around and I look at my dog, and he's just calmly lying, taking a nap, and I count my lucky stars.
Ronan's a good boy. He's just special.
He's just got mental illness.
Uh-huh.
It's okay. Me too, Ronan.
One of us.
One of us. One of us.
I don't know why my stream just wants to keep dying.
I like how sometimes Charnel has Dumbo ears and sometimes top ear
Uh-huh.
throughout this art. Just like looking at his reference.
Yeah, I'm gonna go open that. Oh no, it's gonna ruin one of your streams. No, it's not. Okay, good.
Mine's already ruined. Don't worry.
Oh, don't say
Aw.
that.
I mean, it's been black for a while now. I don't know why it.
Yeah, I don't think it's about you, because I can see what you're doing in the
Oh,
Zoom.
so you can. Oh.
I think it's something
Oh, is it
about
just.
OBS trying to, like, record that Zoom. Although we've never had that problem with... Oh, it's because you're in Google Meet this time. That's what it is.
Oh, I wonder, Ian, you could, if you wanted to, can't you use, or can't you like feature someone else's stream on Tree Hut Studios? Whatever that's called, I don't remember what that's called.
Oh, true. Yeah, I think you said it as like a trusted or something like that. I love when I see somebody's furry art and I recognize a couple of the artists. I feel so accomplished.
That's amazing. I have a picture of an actual pine marten on my screen so that I remember not to make it look too cat-like.
Aw. I mean, there's no rules in furry.
I know, but I want it to be like not a cat. So
Yeah, that's fair.
it's a reminder because I have a history of cat art, but not
You
not
don't
much else.
want your cats to come haunting you.
Yeah.
I still need Morgan to make a persona so that I can draw said persona.
Oh, you
Oh,
don't have a
and-
persona.
I
I didn't even
know.
realize that.
I have like all of my characters are furries, but I don't have an actual persona.
Oh, that's so funny. You're right. Oh my god.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
a lot of dogs, but none of them are me.
Aw.
I demand a Morgan dog.
I can work on that after I do his face.
I demand it. I mean, you don't have to work on it right now, but I do want a Morgan
You know
fur.
what, yeah. Do you know what kind you would be?
I think a corgi is like
Oh.
I
Yeah.
think who I am as a person, well, as an animal. As a person.
Who I am as a person. Corgi.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just love dogs, but there's like the possibilities are endless. So I don't know.
I mean, you could
You
always
know,
do
like-
a dog plus something else.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's true. That was my Sonic for persona.
Oh, please tell me
I had
more.
I had a hedge cat.
A
Because I
what?
couldn't decide between a hedge cat because
Oh,
I couldn't
very
decide between
good.
a hedgehog and a cat, so I just
Oh my
combined them.
Incredible.
That's so good. What's always been funny to me is that Sonic the Hedgehog does not look like a hedgehog.
Yeah.
And, like, the Sonic style is a good one. Like, I don't mind the style. It's just funny because he's not a hedgehog. I don't know what he is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He does look more like a cat. When I was a little kid, I thought he was a cat, and that's what attracted me to him. But he's literally called Sonic the Hedgehog, so I'm like, don't know what's wrong.
I mean, you saw what you wanted to see. And that was
Yeah.
all you needed.
I mean, you look at those ears.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, he looks
Like
more
he's
like
a
a
blue
cat
cat.
than a hedgehog.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seb, what made you pick Pine Martin? You don't
Want me
have to put
show you?
yourself on blast if you don't want to.
No, I have a very simple answer.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. I wonder how to find it.
Morgan, you are way too close
Oh.
on that man's nose.
See, I just see black on the stream, so I don't know what.
I can see it.
That's so good. Here, I'll zoom out. Playing peekaboo.
So, I had this old weasel thing that I did a long time ago because I really like weasels. Oh god, it's so funny looking at it now. I did it in high school. It looks so the face bothers me.
You can't talk about it and not show us.
Yeah, I have two links here.
Oh, okay.
So there's two things, okay? Okay, I saw this TikTok and it reminded me of my love of weasels, except I realized that a pine marten is a thing. And then I learned more about them, and I was like, yes, that's what it is.
Oh, they look like a little wiener dog weasel. That's so cute. What a little low rider.
But yeah, the art that I did like in high school, the screen print thing, it was kind of like I wanted to turn that into, well, at the time I was only making Sonic furries, but I liked the idea of having like blue with like star pattern on it. And I didn't really do that with mine. I figure maybe I'll have a piece. I mean, I guess I did with the freckles because he's got like starry freckles on his cheeks or whatever, like little flecks. And I think I might like put them on his back or something. Not that I don't know. I'll have to come up with an excuse to have a piece that shows off his back. But yeah, it kind of goes back. I can't really explain why.
I mean, very good. You don't
It just
need a
speaks
real
to me.
reason.
Yeah. I like that they're small, and adorable, but they're also like vicious, and they also eat berries, but they also kill things. It's like, wow, that's cute.
Is that referring to something within yourself?
Hmm.
Psychological.
Seb, would you like to eat berries and also kill people?
And also kill things.
No, I just like small things that have the ability to be vicious
your
when you don't
ass.
expect it. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
That's why I love honey badgers. They're
Oh,
so
yeah.
sweet, but also they're like unkillable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Weird
I
shape
mean,
face. The shape face also just speaks to me for some reason, because it's like I'll show you what I'm looking at right now for my shape of the face.
Oh.
Because it's just like really round. I feel like I have like a really round head, and the ears are just like
Very good.
large. I don't know. So I feel like I'm not quite a cat, like when I think of myself as an animal. For some reason, I feel like cats are like way more elegant than how I feel. I feel more like this thing, you know. That's yeah.
It eats berries, but also could kill things.
I also
Yeah,
like
I mean-
the
You're almost too
description.
savage. Cats don't eat berries. Cats only kill things.
I also like the description of I feel like this thing, in
Yeah.
referring to a persona. That's it. That's the
Yeah.
mood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the extent of me and corgis is just corgis have fat little asses, so
Hell yeah.
that's,
That's
where I'm
adorable. Yeah. That's valid. I think it was also like seeing other people's I saw like different designs people had for Pine Martens, and I just thought they were super cute.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a pine marten.
What? Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, what? How'd that happen?
Oh, I pulled up the image that you sent me.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. I was like, that's not under my control, so
No, it's just a lot slower. The stream.
yeah. I chose rat because I rat. Aw. Ian is a rat.
Ian is rat.
Yeah. And after owning rats, it's like, yes, he's definitely this. They're so sweet.
He's definitely this thing.
They're so sweet though. They're kind of like rats are like a small combination of a cat and a dog almost.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have a lot of qualities of both sort of. I guess they're their own thing technically, but you know.
Yeah, somebody in one of my art classes had a rat that they just like brought into class.
I hear about this rat quite often.
Uh-huh.
I'm so sad I never met this person.
I don't even remember their name. I just remember that they would come into class and the rat would just be like sitting on their shirt. Like it would just chill inside
Yeah.
of their clothes, and it was so good. And like I
Yeah.
saw that and I was like, "Oh no. I want a rat."
I want it. Yeah. Is that the same person that you were talking about, Morgan, that had a rat to class or whatever?
I think so. One of
I've
my
heard of this person.
Yeah, I remember seeing them at one point. I feel like the end of college just became bring your pets to school.
Yeah.
Because Wilson would bring Belle all the time, and I think
Yeah.
someone that I was friends with, that was a junior, would bring her dog. It's like, man, I wish I had a pet that I could bring into class.
I know. My pet was
Oh.
miles away.
Dang.
My pet wasn't born. And my other pet that I had at the time hated people.
Oh, yeah.
Finnegan.
Well, you brought him through your art.
Uh-huh. I was looking back at college stuff, and it's like, wow, I did Finnegan at least like for one project every semester.
Love that.
Good for you,
Yeah,
man.
I had a lot of those. Yeah, I had a lot of those classes with you too, which is so awesome.
Uh-huh. I still love the vintage one that we did. It would be really fun to recreate it sometime and find you like a cool suit, like a vintage suit or something.
Yeah. Oh
Get you
my
like a
god.
boater hat or something.
Uh-huh.
It was
That
so
would be so
fun. We rocked that project.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the photo that where I had the knife. The outtake.
Oh my god. Yeah, I enjoyed a lot of the photography projects. I just couldn't stand the Tyler Dart.
Mhm. Yeah. I still have him like on my LinkedIn and resume as like an experience thing, and every time I see it, I'm just like fist up in the air, like darn you, person that I don't like.
Okay, he
you
got
to
fired.
heck.
He'll leave eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, when he was like, I don't give good grades to people that do projects with their pets. And I was like, wanna bet? First project
Also,
does something with pets.
yeah, also like they turned out great, so
Yeah, he was really struggling to find things to say.
he just wanted to hate it.
He did, but we tried so hard.
Yeah, you guys pulled it off great. I kind of love that though. Also, it's like we're gonna do this because you are such a jerk about it.
Huh? Yeah, nothing will make someone want to do it more than out of spite.
Mm-hmm.
Know how folds work.
Is anyone?
The artists that are so good at it, I'm like, how?
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't
Yeah.
make these jokes anymore because Seb's in the room, and Seb knows how to do everything.
Talking about. In reference to what?
Morgan was just whining about clothing fold.
Oh,
Wasn't whining.
oh my God! Though you've been doing so good. Oh my God, though.
I'm glad. It
Because
means a
you
lot to
you have
hear.
like this stuff with like flowing fabrics and like the hair and everything's very whimsical and it looks really really nice.
I'm glad. I'm trying, man.
I'm like very rusty and out of practice, so it's this whole time's just gonna be me sketching. I'm pretty sure, like figuring this out.
Okay. Most of the time, I'm full of chaos and doing random things. Like most of this stream, people will be watching an eyeball.
Or nothing at all. Take your pick.
Or nothing at all.
Oh yeah, it's black again.
I know.
Oh
I've given up at this point.
no.
I don't know. It's worked fine every other time.
Well, because
It's
every other
me.
time we used
I have
Zoom. And for
I've
some reason.
stolen Zoom from you.
No, it's
Or wait,
because.
it wasn't working.
Oh, it's not
Yeah.
your fault at all.
It was because
Oh.
Morgan's iPad just woke up and chose violence today.
Dang.
Just woke up and said no Zoom. Yeah,
Oh,
otherwise
hands
my
are-
computer is handling this better than I expected.
That's awesome.
Sorry, I cut you off, Morgan.
No, I was just whining.
You can whine. You're allowed.
I was whining about hands this time.
That's the mood. I can't believe I said you were whining, you complained, and then you described yourself as whining.
Only okay if I say that I'm doing it. It'll take a break from that. I think I've subjected the stream to enough.
Enough of just a straight up eyeball.
It's a pretty eyeball. Oh, I told you how I'm commissioning one of my old coworkers to make a song for one of my comics.
Yeah, for the Akiko story.
Yeah, yeah. And because they're like they're incredible. Like I was just like their whole vibe was so like gay rebellion. And I was like, I need it. um and I almost feel really bad because like the prices are so affordable. Um like they were like, I'll do it for how does 25 per minute sound? And I was like, oh my god, like you're really underselling yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But so I was like, how about I commission 2 songs then? I was really excited because I would like to eventually have it as a webcomic where like it'll play while people read the different chapters.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking of having one with vocals and I don't have any text, so it's just like images. So then like the song plays while you're going through that chapter. And then one that's without vocals that I can do, with text. So I was really excited because I've always wanted to do that, but I have no musical ability.
Mm-hmm.
That's really exciting.
I thought you were saying $25 a minute for like art at first. I didn't realize you were talking about paying someone for music.
Yeah.
Like every minute they work on it, they get $25, and that's underselling. I was like, oh damn,
Oh
okay.
Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I'm actually loaded.
Oh my god.
Imagine if you got $25 every minute. Oh my god.
God, one commission would pay for my life for over a year.
Yeah. Yeah. You know how many minutes is just staring? Like, I feel it's really bad.
I know, I would feel super bad for that reason because I would be like, oh, most of it is just not knowing what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel bad when I see artists who are underselling themselves and I like don't want to commission them because I don't want to like pay them less than they should get. But I can't afford what they should get. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I
But
mean,
also
it was
like
very.
sorry, go for it.
Oh no, go ahead.
But also like to some extent I would rather commission an artist than not commission an artist. So I usually end up commissioning them with like a tip that isn't quite how much they should be getting, but at least it's like closer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That always makes me feel bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very much like, oh my gosh, you're underselling yourself, but also I can actually afford this.
Mhm.
I bought a 3D model for SketchUp today to use for comic backgrounds because I have I can't talk. Contrary to what you may think, I don't want to die for the sake of art. So
That's good.
I'm just gonna trace and add details on top of the model.
That's progress.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because I was thinking about like the design of the interior of the theater, and I
Mhm.
was like, I will die if I
Yeah.
have to draw all these stairs. So I bought two technically. So there's like, but I want to like splice them, like combine them.
Mhm.
So that way I can use it for all these different angles and stuff. And so the backgrounds, at least for those, the line work will be all taken care of. So
Good. I'm proud of you.
uh-huh.
Please don't hurt yourself.
I'll just hurt myself in other ways, but
No. No, you won't. Not allowed. Ian just posted a smiley face, and I don't know what that was in response to. So it just looks mildly intimidating. What are you doing now?
just the smiley face is very funny.
Uh-huh.
Maybe he was reacting to the little pine marten.
But it was like way after the Pine Marten was posted.
That's what makes it funny.
Uh,
Maybe he just saw it. Whatever video you posted recently, Seb, that was like the two little baby pine martens or something that
yeah.
were like raised. Oh my god, that was so cute.
Oh my god, yes. Oh, what were they? Some other kind of little weasel species, but yeah. Ian and I watched it a couple times after the initial sharing of it because it's just so cute.
They were very cute.
Ian, can I put Charnel in like your pink rat sweater? I think that'd be really cute and funny. Except I might make it different. I don't want to copy Rat Lady Art's design.
Lady Rat Art? Is that the name of
Rat
this
Lady
person?
Rat Lady Art.
That's
Yeah.
very good.
We actually met her at GalaxyCon
Uh-huh.
when we saw you all there.
I remember this
We
table
like we like splurged all of our
because it was like all rats.
yeah, exactly.
So good.
She's been like keeping up with me on Instagram, which is really sweet.
Oh.
And yeah, I'm still buying her rat merch. So there's this like pink sweater that she has that has a rat on it, and the rat is like a bow, and it's carrying some chocolate, and it's just perfect.
Oh.
Perfect Ian aesthetic.
Jordan's watching.
Yay!
Hey, Jordan. Yeah, Morgan's stream may flicker. Blame Morgan.
Aw.
Can't seem to draw anything right tonight.
Oh, I hate that. Sometimes there's just days.
I think I'm just so like tired because of the like working constantly for however long on the comic,
Mm-hmm.
and I just taken a few days where it's like I can't even seem to draw right.
Yeah.
You have been working so much on it.
Yeah. I'm trying really hard.
Yeah. God, you're
um,
doing so great.
Thanks. My self-confidence is super bad, so I don't know. I'm planning on getting a lot of rejections for the things, but it would be nice to get to the point where I can make even a little bit of income off of it, because then it makes it feel like,
Yeah.
I'm like doing something with it. Um, I don't know. I'm trying.
Yeah.
Well, even if Hiveworks doesn't take you on, you could still like make merch and stuff. Make money other ways.
Yeah. Yeah, it would just be really nice to have um
Something stable.
yeah, like having an audience is the thing that's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like I'm at the like if I had, I'm kind of like I want to create things that people can enjoy. And it's like even if I didn't make a lot of money, if I still had people that like really liked it, it would give me motivation. And not that like art is just to be consumed, but it would be nice to make like stories and things that people enjoyed, you know?
Mhm.
It certainly helps. Yeah, I know what you mean.
um, Angie's on now too.
Oh, yay.
Angie, I don't know if you can hear me, but when I started lining Gojo first, and so I just zoomed in on his face. So the entire window of my screen was just his face.
Yeah, Angie, you should be proud.
So funny. Back to working on him because I actually had the most fun working on him out of all the other stuff that I
Good.
could be doing.
Good.
Oh,
That's how commissions are supposed to be.
no, they're very good.
Yeah. Oh, you have to meet Jordan. She's the one we keep saying that you need to meet because, well, you met her at GalaxyCon, but like I mean like a hangout meet. But don't say that. That's so funny.
It's just,
I don't know if you could hear what Ian just said.
oh, was it Monster Fucker? Listen,
Well, see, Ian identifies with that, and so I was like, these are reasons you would get along.
hello, I too identify as a Monster Fucker.
Yeah. Well, like he also really loves Jordan's art. Yeah.
Yeah, what was Jordan's the zine called? I don't remember what the title was.
Monsters and Maidens.
Ah, that's right.
Think?
That's right.
Ooh, yeah.
I just remember she had the one piece that was like Krampus and Percha, and Krampus was pulling down Percha's dress, and it was in the scene, and like a child bought it. Oh, which was so funny.
Yeah, it's very Ian. Ian is the audience. One of the audiences.
Talking in the third person about someone
What?
that's watching you.
Oh, I don't know. Wait, what?
Like you're watching right now.
We are friends. Aw.
Something about Ian, we are friends. Right after that is very good. That was like the 3-year-old that bought my Dobby print. There were just so many children buying like thoughty merch. It's
Oh my
like,
god, incredible.
oh, it's so funny.
What was funny about the child who bought your Dobby merch is that they were accompanied by an adult. And the adult was like, "Are you sure you want this?" And the kid was like, "Yes." Just bought it.
That's adorable.
I was
Like,
like,
is this the one you want?
uh-huh. I was like, "What the fuck? I wish my parents were that cool when I was a kid." I got in trouble because too many of the prints I bought from conventions were gay.
Oh my god. I never had that to a convention. Even now in college, he hides anything he's purchased so that he can't hear anything from my parents about it.
Oh
But I'm like, I would have
no.
done the same thing.
Yeah, it's just so funny to me. That con in particular was a lot of like children attention.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, Dobby has no age from 3 to 93. Come get your emo raisin. Yeah, I made a docky. But I have to change it because they just released him shirtless in the manga. And so now I know what his scars actually look like, and I'm like slightly off. So
um,
I just have to for my own sake.
The fact that you can describe it as slightly off when you just guessed is concerning.
I
I
mean,
think it's awesome.
it's like one of his shoulders isn't actually scarred yet. And I had it scarred, so I'll have to remove that. But I might leave everything else.
You assumed that he was gonna be more fucked than he is.
Well, he's way more fucked in the canon. Like his torso is way worse. But I'm just gonna say that like I drew him before it got real bad.
I see. This is a continuity
Yeah.
error.
Uh-huh. That's my stress. I just don't want it to be wrong.
Listen, the thoughties won't care.
But that's the thing. I feel like they might.
But I think the thoughties will also appreciate that you drew him before it was released. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll be like, you a real G. Like, you've been around the block.
Yeah, but I didn't actually release it
I know.
before, so that kind of sucks. They won't know.
Do you have an eyebrow preference? His eyebrows kind of look different in the different art of him, so I'm just curious if you care.
I keep forgetting that Ian is next to you and that you're asking this question of Ian and not of the room. Two girls fight over a Krampus print. Cons are wild. I miss them so much.
I know.
Kind of like in the Chibicabra stuff. Another person we met, it's an artist we met at GalaxyCon as well, that Ian got some of his first art from.
Oh,
Chibicabra is an incredible name.
that was that the first con you got any art? Yeah. Well, and it was at that convention too, wasn't it, though? Like, that's when you asked for that commission, was at the con. Yeah. Yeah. It's awesome. No, I know, but you asked afterwards. I'm just saying that art from like the con in general is like where you got started with Charnel.
Not hearing Ian makes it really funny because it seems like Seb is just talking to himself.
yeah, it sounds like Seb just has a really great imaginary friend.
I'm talking to the fursona in the art. Jeez.
What kind of eyebrows do you want drawing?
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
How are you feeling?
Sleeves. Now it's just
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
Angie's intense face staring at the screen whenever it pops back.
Jordan being extra with tables is the best, though. Just inspiring.
Yeah, I'll never take a con for granted again.
I know, I'll never
Oh my
be
God,
outwardly
yeah.
anxious again.
Don't say that.
Oh gosh.
That's a strong take.
I'll just be happy to be there.
I really want NecoCon to happen. I don't know if it will, but I really want it
Fucking
to.
better. I'll lose my mind.
Please. I miss you, Neko.
Yeah. Just reminiscing about all of the good con memories makes me even more sad. Questionable hotels and all that. Not eating for a whole weekend.
We eat at cons, we just don't eat well.
That's true.
Yeah. I feel like every time for me it's like, I had Starbucks for 2 meals. That's the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really bad at socializing with general like people at the con because there's gonna be so many. I'm gonna want to stay like 6 feet away from people.
Yeah.
That's why it's like I'm thinking about cosplaying like a character that would wear a mask. So then it's like
Yeah.
part of the cosplay, but it's like a soft way to like acclimate back into. I don't know.
What
That
if?
is-
Kind of limits my
that makes
options.
sense.
What if make fursuit?
Oh yeah. That's really good protection.
I was thinking it would be fun to cosplay Gojo just because he's a pretty white-haired boy, and I do love that. But also, if I had the bandana and a mask,
It's just me and nose.
I wouldn't even be just a nose. I'd be a sliver of skin in between the eyes and the nose. Don't talk to me. I'm socially anxious. get that material with
Don't-
like fursuits
Don't
where you can, like,
perceive me.
don't perceive me. The whatever that material meshes with fursuits where like you can see out but
Mhm.
they can't see in.
Yeah.
Buckram.
I was just thinking about that. It would be really funny.
They're really good.
That would be just
Especially with the addition of Buckram, because you'd just be walking around like with no help. Like, no worries, I got this.
people would be like, is he okay? You just can't leave me unattended. I'm like a child. That would be so funny. Yeah, because he either wears a bandana or sunglasses. So if I wanted to do that, I would be covered up no matter which way.
Yeah, depending on like how Rona is going, whenever cons open up again, I'll probably just wear my regular cosplay with a mask and whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jordan. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, I don't know what I would do either.
Yeah, I was already not great at handling strangers coming up to booth. That's why I table with Morgan, because when I interact with somebody I don't want to interact with, I just stop talking to them. Even when
Oh
they're
my
right
gosh.
in front of me. And so Morgan will keep talking to them and like being nice, and I just have checked out.
Well, that is nice to have someone to swap energy with, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just incapable of like, I don't know, not word acknowledging or
Capable
like just yeah,
of
like just
checking
check.
out part.
Yeah, I just feel I'm just not good at it. But then I end up getting stuck in situations I don't want to be in because of it, because they'll like keep talking. And it's like,
Yeah.
how do I?
My only advice is just stop. Just stop.
Yeah, but then it's awkward.
So
I'm not good at that.
it's only awkward if they keep talking to you.
Yeah, but that's what they do.
Just stop
They like
talking to me.
like that one miner that came up to our table. We were at Asheville or something, and she wrote Dobby fan fiction or
Yeah.
something.
She really
And she
wanted
kept
us
talking to us.
to read her Dobby fanfic.
Asheville was wild because I think that was like the con where we met just so many of like the most like interesting encounters, I guess, all in one tiny con.
They were all very outgoing, which is like not how a con goes usually. Like usually the percentage of people who are outgoing is a smaller percentage than like the whole of the people who go. But for whatever reason at Asheville they were all very outgoing, so they would just like come up to you and tell you their life stories.
Oh my gosh.
It was
Wow.
wild.
Yeah, because a lot of them wanted to do print trades and stuff, and that had never happened.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, somebody had a huge crush on Morgan. And like kept coming up to our table to talk to her. It was very funny.
Yeah. That was the day that we were punk Binha. So I was punk Deku. And I guess that did something for her.
Yes.
I mean, it's a good look, though.
Yeah. I just didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That hotel was quite the experience too. It was so funny.
Okay, hold on. I will tell the story because you can't say that and not give Seb the context. So when we went to Asheville, we like went on sort of short notice, or like all the hotels were expensive. That's what it was. And so I found this inn. It was called the Mountaineer Inn. And I sent it to Morgan and I was like, I don't know, it's a little sketchy, but how do you feel? And Morgan was like, that's fine, I'll sleep on the floor. Well, we get there, and first of all, when we walked in, there was like a carpet cleaner just in the middle of the floor, just sitting there, for God knows why. And we're like, that doesn't bode well.
Well, at least it was nice that they cleaned it.
Yeah, you're like, well, the carpet's clean, I guess.
But why is it still here? Did they not finish? Like, what?
To clean and run.
To clean and go, I guess.
They saw something they didn't like.
And then, and we were like checking out the room and whatnot, and we pulled back one of the sheets on Morgan's bed, and there was just like a phone number written into the sheets with pen.
That's cryptic.
So somebody was just leaving like booty calls, like call me for a good time, winky face.
That was the only con that I didn't sleep under the covers.
Which is honestly
Nice,
fair.
yeah. You're not sleeping with that number.
No.
There was like a hole in the wall, or like a hole that was like a compartment or something. It was like
Yeah, well, in the bathroom there was a window, but the window faced a wall. So it was like
Okay.
a window to nowhere. And then the neighbor was sitting outside on like a lawn chair, just smoking 24/7. That was fun.
Holy crap.
And so we went to the con for one day, and then we came back to sleep again. And like the way that the Mountaineer Inn was sitting, it was sitting at like the top of a hill, and at the bottom of this hill was a bar. And the bar had like live music going on. Except because the live music was at the bottom of the hill, it echoed up into our hotel room. And the person singing could not sing. They were just awful. They were terrible.
Oh no.
They would just
he would just like scream.
He would just scream, and he would scream like flat notes for like 2 minutes straight, I swear to God.
No. Oh no.
And it was like he went on until like 1 in the morning or something like that. And I was like at the end of my patience. I was like, I'm gonna storm over there and yell.
I was laughing so hard. It was so funny.
It was wild. So if you're ever going to Asheville, do not stay in a place called the Mountaineer Inn.
But it was cool because there were like neon lights of Mountaineer men, like signs that would like kind of move, so it looked like one was like taking a swig of his jug and stuff. So it was like a way for you to tell like which section of the motel you stayed in, because you had like your own little Mountaineer man.
Mm-hmm.
It was clever marketing.
Yeah, they certainly had nice signs. They certainly lured you in.
They had a pool, it just wasn't.
Yeah, it was empty.
Very funny.
I'm gonna draw my jean jacket on there, but I think I'll put them both in sweaters. So it'll just be fun.
Cozy. As like a person in real life, I almost never wear sweaters, but I like drawing characters in sweaters.
As a person in real life.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like, I like the concept of sweater.
Me too. I wish I didn't sweat so much.
Wonder why they're called sweaters.
Just sweating.
You know what? You know what?
Because like you're not supposed because you wear them when it's cold, so you're not supposed to sweat.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
These are the questions they don't want us to ask.
Secret.
The chest floof would even be sticking out the top of the sweater. Probably wouldn't.
Oh, but please.
I don't know. Huh?
Striped sweater.
Things I haven't figured out yet. A little bit.
It's always a good idea to have fluff sticking out. That's my personal opinion. I transformed something and my whole screen went black.
Join the club.
You could do it, computer. We're counting on you.
Oh no, Ian, what happened with Twitter men?
Twitter man?
Says Twitter men have me so upset. I mean, yeah.
I don't even know what you're
Twitter.
talking about, and I feel you.
I don't know either. Yeah.
Just men.
Just cis men.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Yeah, Twitter's made me really depressed lately, so I've been trying not to go on it as much.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel that. Social media is just not good.
Yeah, it just sucks because like you have to have a following for people to like take you seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And that sucks, and it's so elitist because it's like, well, I can't get a following until I get like a chance. I don't know.
Gonna be so cute. This is something that happens. I just forcefully take sips out of Ian's boba tea.
I like the idea that Ian doesn't know that you're sipping out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just chilling, having a good time, and you finished yours, and you're like taking a little swig.
Yeah.
Also,
A
the
little
cheeky
sippy.
glance at the camera really makes it.
Yeah.
I'll never tell.
Yeah.
Ugh, not all men. Shut up. Not when people are like not all men, I'm like, yes, not all men, but definitely you.
Yeah.
You said not all men.
Did he share something?
It was something Ian said in the comments about
Oh.
people on Twitter.
Yeah, the NFT thing is crazy. I haven't seen anyone talk about it anywhere else except for Twitter.
Yeah, I think because Twitter is the only place where it's like forcibly being done.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it made me kind of like, wow, I guess at least it's good that I got one so I know what's happening, but also, holy crap.
Uh-huh.
I hardly like follow anyone yet since I just started, and it's already been like, people that I follow have been attacked and had stuff stolen from them, and I'm just, jeez.
Yeah.
Aw, Ian.
There are good things about the world. They just tend
Yeah,
to be
look at
things that don't have to do with people.
yeah, like
Mhm.
furries.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, do we need to resubmit the picture of the pine marten from earlier? That's a good thing.
But I guess that's to further his point. The people are just bad. Just leave the world for the animals. Photos not high res enough. You need to draw this hand. I'll make it work. Oh yeah, transphobic furries. Yeah, they're everywhere.
We can put them in the garbage. They're not real furries.
Yeah, I haven't seen that myself. Most of the, like, furry space that I'm in is really accepting.
Yeah, I think it depends on the spaces that you're in. It's so funny because it's like I hear about like um the bad side of the furry community, but it's like I also am aware that there's a really, really wholesome, like, good side. I think all communities are just like that in general.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's really what happens, is that there's good spaces and there's bad spaces. Just gotta
Yeah.
associate yourself with the good people. Ian, what can I do to escape your wrath?
That's a good question. I've never asked that before.
You must become dogs.
I wish. I wish that I could.
Animorph. Press the Animorph button first.
Napoleon, teach me how you got so small.
Yeah, I would love to know. I just keep getting bigger.
Oh.
I want to be a wolf walker so bad.
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh, I want to live in Ireland and pretend I'm a wolf and go running in the woods. If I get mauled by actual wolves, that's how I go.
As long as you're
At
aware,
least
that's how it will end up.
Yeah, at least I provide sustenance for those beautiful, beautiful creatures. I was gonna call them bitches, but I didn't want to curse at them. They're too perfect.
I love that energy.
I will especially let a female wolf eat me because then I know that it would feed the puppies. I will be doing a good service. There's a lot of meat on these bones. Feed those puppies for a while.
I don't know about that. They eat like whole elk and shit.
Oh.
It'd be a tasty snack.
It'd be a great snack.
And as I die, I'll just yell, "Oh woo!"
Perfect. You can do it. My computer screen has gotten really hot. I don't want to put my hand on it anymore because it's so hot.
Like what Jordan's just I just got an email from my building manager saying someone left a shrimp cocktail in the parking lot and they're looking for the owner.
I feel like there's more important things they should be working on.
That's so
People
bizarre.
are dying. But God forbid the
Why-
shrimp cocktails on the purpose.
Why wouldn't they just throw away the shrimp cocktail?
I'm not.
I wonder if, because I know campus had a problem with getting a mysterious package, so they had to close off like all of Monroe Park. I wonder if they thought the shrimp cocktail was like a mysterious package.
That's very good. I like this concept. Terrify your enemies with lone, unattended shrimp cocktail.
Yeah.
To be fair, Jordan's building management is awful, so
Is it?
it's really bad. I remember one time I couldn't take Ronan. They don't like dogs going through like the lobby area, but I didn't really know that because I had seen dogs go through there before, especially when like there's construction and they close off the basement. So there's like no way to bring him in from going to the bathroom. So I and the side entrance was blocked off too because they were doing construction. So I brought Ronan through the lobby, and the manager guy stopped me and was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm just bringing my dog from outside. There's construction in the basement and on the side." And he's like, "Well, you're not allowed to bring your dog in the lobby." And it's like, okay, well, I'm not walking through a fucking construction site that says I can't go there. And he was like, "Well, just so
Yeah.
you know, you can't bring him in here." And it's like, okay, well, I'm bringing him in here. And I went up the elevator. I was like, wow.
That's so bizarre. What if you lived there? Like what?
Yeah, because I was living with Jordan at the time.
Yeah. What the heck?
It was so dumb because you could tell he was like, "Oh yeah, she's right. They're doing construction." You know, like it's not like I did it because I knew that I couldn't. I didn't, you know. And so he was still trying to be like, a cis straight man and have to have the last word.
Uh-huh.
Also,
Whatever.
like, if they don't want dogs in the lobby, then why do they allow people to have dogs in their building?
Yeah.
Like, that never makes sense to me. Like, if you don't want to see dogs in your building, then just don't be a building that allows dogs. Why make
Yeah.
dumb specifications on it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Especially because it's not like Ronan's a huge dog.
No.
Oh yeah.
And there was like there was no one else in there. It's not like he was causing a problem.
He's such a good boy.
Yeah,
he
don't
was
don't worry, he's more afraid of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, maybe don't have construction on all your other entrances at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I had someone else, so he peed in the basement one time. Um, and so, I went and got cleaner stuff and I was like cleaning the floor. And this person, while I was cleaning, was like, make sure you clean that.
What?
And it's like,
What the?
what do you think I'm fucking doing? Just looking at it?
Oh my god.
Like, it's just, I don't know, man.
Make sure you clean that.
Yeah, it's like, you think I'm just looking at it, avoiding cleaning it? Like,
When people do that kind of thing, I'm like, well, guess I'm not cleaning it now. Eat shit.
uh-huh. I should have just like thrown the bottle and paper towels down and be like, okay, well, now I don't want to. But I mean, I didn't say anything because I didn't want Jordan to get in trouble because of me since I was staying with her.
Yeah.
But oh boy, howdy. Did I want to throw the cleaner at that guy's face?
So dumb. Such a dumb thing to say.
Make sure you clean it.
Cis men are the worst. Hello, please. Please consider your words.
And every time I get to color, I get so anxious.
Why?
Like, I'm so bad at color.
No, you're
I'm
not.
so bad.
That's the thing,
You're
though.
so good though.
You're
Oh
lying.
yeah.
So bad at it. I
You're a
stress so
liar.
much about it. I'm not a liar. I
You're a
mean
big
it.
fat liar.
I mean it.
You're a big
I've
fat
had
liar.
so many mental breakdowns working on a comic. I don't know. Lining is fun for me. It's the color that I just want to like.
For a second, I thought you said
Oh,
whining.
whining is my favorite.
That's true, it is Morgan's favorite.
It is not. I only do it because I know it gets a reaction out of Lauren.
I know. Well, that's not true. You complain about hands and stuff just because to complain.
Well, I know that you'll respond to it.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Sure. Also, not to wrap back around, but Jordan and Ian were talking about Smash being fucked. I feel like the whole like video game
Oh yeah.
like culture is so fucked.
That's unfortunate.
There's such like a barrier to entry that shouldn't be there. So frustrating.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You're right, Ian. Specifically cis straight men.
Cis straight white men.
Mhm.
And I feel like that's more of a function of the way that they're raised in a society than it is an inherent trait.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't, I'm not shitting on straight cis men just to shit on straight cis men. I just think that our society raises them in a way that makes them entitled and bad at interacting with human beings.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of good ones. It's just...
Yeah. I think it's just that the way that, like, our society raises them is bad.
Yeah, I guess it's like the idea of them more than the individuals.
Mm-hmm. Like, I despise the phrase "boys will be boys."
God, yeah.
That makes me so angry. Like, no, boys will be held accountable for their consequences just as any other gender is held accountable for their consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but God forbid if their futures are threatened because of this. They have to have the most perfect future, unbridled by inconvenience or adversity. Because, they could cure cancer one day.
Yeah, so could, like, a woman. Shut up.
Nope, only men. Smart women get burned at the stake.
Hate it. Hate it.
I was watching a documentary on, like, witches and everything, and it made me so sad because I just thought, like, think about how much more advanced we would be today if we didn't murder, like, thousands of women who were, like, trying to be, like, free thinkers.
Yeah.
And actually, like, progress medicine.
Yeah.
Bad take, bad take, bad take.
Okay, I'm leaving the call. Talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Okay. I forgot he was in the call.
I know, he came in so clear.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was
What are you
researching.
up to?
Huh?
I was just asking Ian, I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. I didn't want to interrupt. My thing is not important at all. At all. I was looking at the this is gonna be quite a thing, but like sex robots, like companions and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I like that you
ju-
described this context as a thing. It's gonna be quite a thing.
Well, because I was talking to, I think it was Angie. We were talking about how it would be awesome if, like, we were far enough along where AI, we could get, like, anime men companion robots.
Mm-hmm.
So then we wouldn't have to deal with actual men. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, maybe one day that would actually be a thing, but we'll probably be, like, way too old to actually enjoy that. So then it got me down this tangent of, like, looking up what was actually out there, incognito. And there's, like, I mean, obviously there's, like, the fetish side of it with, like, the girl sex dolls that are really, like, kind of gross. Like, just the way that they're made, they're really, like, objectified and in really, like, vulnerable positions, and I hate it.
Yeah.
But I was looking at, like, the male dolls, and all of the women's reviews, it really, like, changed, or, like, I learned a lot, and it opened my eyes because a lot of the women said that they got them because they've been abused or, like, cheated on, and it's like they're so traumatized that they've had a hard time, like, interacting and getting in any kind of relationships. And the dolls give them, like, a safety net. And I was like, wow, this is a benefit of this that I didn't even consider. And it sucks that, like, the kind of straight men, like, fetishizing, like, women kind of puts that stigma on it when there are benefits to having those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't
wow.
know.
Yeah.
On the topic of straight cis men,
Mhm.
just thought I'd let everyone know that I looked up sex dolls for an unacceptable amount of time one day.
Well, I mean, I think that's the thing, right? Like, people are entitled to enjoying themselves sexually or whatever. It's more like when it becomes putting others down, where it's like, there goes the straights again. Like, I don't care if straight cis men are jacking off to some robot, but I do care if that robot is sexualized in such a way that distorts their understanding of real women.
Well, and that's the
Mhm.
thing. Like, what I meant, like, the dolls for of the women were, like, horribly disproportionate and were, like, so just gross looking. But,
Mm-hmm.
like, the male dolls, were, like, the women that were doing reviews were like, I like freckles. So, like, and so, like, the doll had freckles on it, or, like, she's like, I like a little bit of chest hair. And it's like the dolls were, like, custom to, like, what each woman found comforting.
Aww.
And, like, they said that they would just, like, fall asleep next to it, and it was so nice because they didn't feel like they were in danger. And I was like,
Oh my
this is
god.
actually, like, I was almost tearing up because some of these women wrote, like, such this, like, beautiful, like, like, this
Yeah.
doll changed my life. Like, it gave me, like, control for the first time. Like, I'm not afraid of getting, like, abused. I was like, oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god. Oh my god.
I'm just
Yeah.
imagining Morgan crying over sex dolls, and I love it.
Okay, but also some of these male dolls could get it. Like, there was, like, one, I'll have to show you a picture, obviously not on the stream, but like, I would just change the wig to, like, messy black hair, and holy shit, like, that's it. Um just thinking
Incredible.
about this untapped potential of, like, why don't they make these things as anime men for women? Like, I know people would eat that shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm that woman. I mean, I'm Ace, but there's still something about it that's so funny and,
Yeah.
like, interesting to
Yeah.
me.
Well, and I also
That kind of like makes it. I mean, sorry.
no
It kind
go
of
for
makes
it.
it better almost because then you do like in that sense of having control over it. Like
Yeah.
yeah. I meant the ace part.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I feel like there's so many like instances in which the female gaze is like, I just want to feel safe
Freckles.
and happy. Yeah, it's like man.
Uh-huh. It's like, it's so sad that, like, you don't hear about that side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just thought that was really interesting. Like I said, it really changed how I viewed that. Also, the artistry behind these things is, like, incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like, they look real, and I'm not talking about, like, the robots, but they're, like, life-size silicone dolls.
Mm-hmm.
They're, like, incredible. Like, they're art pieces, and, like, the
Wow.
props of the they're, like, putting them in different clothing and, like, taking really artistic photos of them in different lightings. It's, like, so funny.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
that's a whole industry. But there's, like, anime women for men. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, help me out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean even the torso we bought is surprisingly good.
It's really high quality.
Morgan and I bought a silicone torso, and it's like a male chest, and so you put it on and you have like a male chest, and it's very good.
Nice.
It's got like veins and stuff in it. It's wild.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it is like being birthed though, putting it on and off.
Terrible experience.
It is like you're moving through a silicone tube of hell.
It's also like in my house, so
Yeah.
every so often I get to be confronted by the decapitated torso of a man.
Yeah, where would you put a life-size person?
Closet.
Can you imagine? Like, if someone came over and they accidentally like found it, like the heart attack they would have. So funny.
I can't believe you have a dead person in your closet.
Oh, Jordan, you missed this entire conversation about sex dolls.
Oh my god.
Um,
I'm gonna be right back actually if she's bathroom.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, shoot, I didn't make a break image.
Oh, it's okay.
Wow, you peed so fast.
Oh, I know, I didn't leave yet. Okay, now I'm leaving.
Here, I'll be...
I mean, it just looks like Seb's really thinking about his next stroke.
There we go.
Okay, my screen's black. We're not going for perfection here.
Yeah, we're a mess today.
Yeah, Jordan, I was just talking about how the difference between sex dolls made for like straight men and sex dolls made for women is like the women dolls are, or the dolls for women are like, I don't know, they're like tailored more towards like preferences like freckles or like a little bit of chest hair, but they're like and a lot of the women that were doing reviews on, or that I saw that had reviews on them, were just talking about how like getting these life-size dolls was a way for them to cope with like abuse and trauma that they've had in the past, and so they feel safer with this than having like, you know, another partner. And it just opened my eyes a lot, and I like had never had that perspective. And also, you know, there's anime women for men. Why are there not anime men for women? Because that they're really sleeping on that opportunity.
So rude.
Anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk on sex dolls. I need to be destigmatized. At least in the case of, you know,
at least in the
like
case where it's not hurting anybody.
Yeah, or not like, I don't know. Yeah, like I know it's a doll, but image is everything.
Yeah.
Like how you depict like a woman or someone says a lot about, I don't know, your preference or like how you view them. I don't know. It's just what just happened to our screen for a second.
Oh, what happened to it?
Like switched to another.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, it's because I was grabbing them.
Gotcha. That's what I'm saying, Jordan. If I could have an anime guy of my choice as a life-size sex doll, everything would be perfect.
Do you really want a life-size silicone human being, though?
It looked like Kogami? Hell yes.
I wouldn't want to have to store it.
That's the only part, and you'd have to clean it because it would get dusty.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I don't know, if they made me one, it looked like, you know, my dream would be perfect. I wouldn't complain. I would just, make sure I lived alone and had ample space to store him. So I wouldn't have to subject other people to
That's good. That's good.
life-size crimes. And it's like, I would like him just to, I don't know, think of all the fun pictures. You just chilling on the couch. You could stick them in the window so people would think that there's a man always there. It's like they wouldn't break in. A cardboard cutout. Untapped potential. To dress them up for parties and just stick them in the corner.
This more sounds like you need a cardboard cutout.
I just I want a life-size anime something.
Get a life-size cardboard cutout of your husbando.
There's so many of them.
Get multiple.
Be an army.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just stick them in every window. No one will break in.
Or they're all breaking. So I'm doing this rep sheet thing for heights, right? And I want to have forms where they're human or half human. But I don't want to actually draw the human here because I don't want to insinuate that a particular face shape or something is the average human. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've just got this faceless wonder, and I have no idea how to line it.
What if it's just a black or white silhouette and just fill it in?
Yeah. Yeah.
A life-size Lonku with the potato peeler. Oh, is that a euphemism or something?
Oh my god.
Or the big dick energy was what I named his katana. Oh, I love Lonku. It really got me. I always think about that meme of his potato peeler broke, and it gets me every time.
I made no cosplay in 2020.
I'm back now.
Hello.
Hello.
It's okay. I feel like most of the world didn't.
Do much in 2020.
Yeah, or specifically cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just keep thinking about how my Naoi cosplay is still not done.
Okay. No one will judge you.
I will judge me.
Well, no one else will judge you.
I don't know the context of this, but with potato peeler.
We were talking about have you played Fire Emblem, Seb?
Yeah, I
So,
didn't finish my playthrough, but
have you
yes.
played Awakening?
Have I? No, actually.
Um,
Surprisingly not.
my husbando's in Awakening, Long Ku. He looks exactly how you picture someone that I would love.
Yes.
Basically a medieval Kogami. And he has a katana, and so you can name their weapons. And there's a really famous meme in Fire Emblem where someone named his sword Potato Peeler, and the weapons will break after a while. Especially Long Ku, because he crits every time because he's, the goat. Love him. But anyway, so there's a meme where it says Long Ku's potato peeler broke, and it's just a picture of like him, the low poly, because it's like like an older game, and the caption was, "This is the face of a man with nothing left to lose." And so we were just talking about the life-size sex dolls, about if they had ones with like the husbando's Long Ku and his potato peeler. um, that was the context.
Amazing.
But I named his sword Big Dick Energy. So it was quite funny when his Big Dick Energy broke.
Yeah, that is funny.
Because it'll just give you the little notification.
It also plays like a sad little tune, doesn't it?
Uh-huh. That's really pitiful. He was never the same after he lost his Big Dick Energy. Okay, I still love him.
I saw some discourse once where it was like, we need to stop saying big dick energy because trans men don't have big dick energy. And somebody replied and they were like, excuse me, anybody can have big dick energy, it's just energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so it was just like a bunch of people being like, you're right. I have big dick energy.
Yeah, no one owns the phrase.
I love it.
Yeah, let me tell you, I've seen more women with big dick energy than most straight
Yes.
cis men.
That's what I'm
so-
saying. So now big dick energy has become like a gender neutral term to me. Even though it
Yeah.
probably shouldn't be.
I don't know. I think I've always felt that way about it too.
Very good.
Oh yeah, just like a feeling, like a vibe, a way of life.
A way of life.
I hope everyone enjoys this black square that I'm painting.
Wow, beautiful. Jordan, you are so right. The real big dick energy was the friends we made along the way. I love seeing when people's drawings flip.
Yeah.
It's like a whole new world.
Yeah. I like remembered like, oh, I haven't done it yet, but I better make sure.
Yeah, I'm really bad at remembering. And then I do it at like the end of lining, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna fix it now.
Yeah.
Seb, your furries are so cute.
Thank you.
They're very cute.
Still pretty new to me, but it's I don't know.
You're killing it.
Yay.
Morgan, I like how you've moved on to thing number 3.
Yeah, I'm just sketching now.
Jumping from place to place.
Yeah, I'm just so scatterbrained in particular tonight. I
That's-
almost feel lost and not working on the comic. I'm just like, what do I
Aw.
do?
Why don't you want to work on the comic? Oh, are you just taking like a break?
I'm just taking a break.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, like thumbnailing is like fun, but also it's probably not that fun for the stream because it's just me drawing blobs. And
Oh, yeah.
and that's like the most energy I can think about doing with it right now because like color is just a lot to think about
Yeah,
for me at least.
gotcha. Yeah, no, it really is.
I just struggle so hard and I like put way too much into everything and I don't even think it makes it look any better than if I was just simpler.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that doesn't come across. It looks good. You shouldn't stress about it.
Yeah.
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 That's the sound of a Morgan
Yeah.
who's not actually listening to me. The sound of a Morgan that knows that I'm probably correct.
No, I
but
mean I
won't-
understand. It's like my own self-doubts and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sometimes I wish the same effect because it's like I don't know. I like a lot of other comics that are really simple, but for some reason I don't like when I do it.
Mm.
I've got that struggle with art in general, I guess.
Mhm.
I mean, but I feel like, I don't know, only you can make the art that you make. So even if there's like a style that you like that style already exists, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and there's things that I like about, the styles that I gravitate towards. It's just I think in terms of color, I'm still trying to find
that balance,
Hmm.
or like the rendering style. And I've always struggled with that, even in obviously college. um, yeah, I think I'm just so tired of rejection. And I know
Yeah.
that that, like, happens to everyone and, like, it's just a part of it, but boy howdy does it make me feel really bad about myself.
Yeah, and I think that's one of those things where, like, you just have to reach a point where you don't require the validation of other people. And, like, that isn't something that's easy to come by any stretch.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because everything I want to do requires that validation because, making comics is like you're telling stories for other people's enjoyment.
Yeah, but, like,
Um,
you don't have to get the validation from everyone. You know what I mean? Like, not
yeah,
everyone is gonna like it, and that's okay.
right. But someone's gotta at least give it a chance, and that's kind of been the struggle.
Yeah.
Um, um, and I like even with like Toby, like I submitted him to like a bunch of different book publishers and like literary agents because a lot of opportunities don't happen unless you have an art agent, and like they've all been rejections so far, and it's like just hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
um because then it makes me think like, oh, if I was better or if I had a different style, maybe they would like it more.
Yeah, but I think,
Those intrusive thoughts.
yeah,
Mhm.
I think Toby is still, like, perfectly good in his own right. Like, you have made good content, and there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's just that, like, it is hard to make it as an artist because you have to have somebody with a lot of money give you a platform.
Mhm.
God. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of why I've also been not working on the comic because I think because I was just like working really hard on it, I didn't have time to think about other things. But now that I'm taking a break, all of the thoughts flood back.
Hmm.
Oh,
Well, you'll get there. It just takes time. It just takes time and, like, being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. Yeah, I just always feel so guilty when I focus all my time on comics and art and not making anything off of it because then it's like I don't know, I just feel bad.
But see, that's such, like, a weird capitalism thing.
I know. It sucks that
That's
you even
just
have to
how we
feel that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just how it was. And especially being in com arts, it was like if you don't make some kind of monetary gain off of it. Um
That so much. And like the pressure to have like big connections and work for big people and
uh-huh.
or clients that
Well,
are meaningful and all that. And it's just so oh
yeah.
god. Oh.
Yeah. It's just it would be nice to have like something go right, even if it's like a small thing. I would take one opportunity. But
Yeah,
yeah,
hang
we'll
in
see.
there. You'll get there eventually.
Yeah. I feel like it's definitely worth it working towards something that you really want and are passionate about and like doing it for yourself, and if something happens with it in the future, then it's like an awesome plus. But like
Mhm.
so worth it, like your time to be doing something that you're gonna feel proud of and enjoy, and like something you've wanted to always do. Because that's like the bad loop that I'm in, where I'm like not I'm spending all my time like not doing stuff for myself at all, and
Mhm.
it feels bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard as an artist because you want to do the stuff that makes you happy, but you also want to make money so that you can, do art for a living because that's obviously what we've dedicated our lives to. So it's like a hard balance. um, oh, actually, I like how the little sketch is turning.
Good. Yeah, but I think like especially with art, the priority should be trying to get yourself in a place where you're happy. Like, who cares if it's not like super successful or whatever, as long as you're like capable of handling yourself and your finances and being happy. That's all you need.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like uh customer service is so difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, it would be so nice to be able to survive off of an art career of some kind. um but it's so uncertain and not always stable.
Yeah.
Ooh. Aw, Jordan, I don't want you to have to do that. Obviously, like, you were chosen for good reason. um, no, it's just like, I don't know. I'm so tired of, I guess there's only so much rejection you can take before you start to feel really bad.
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah. It sucks too because a lot of it is based on like your style. Um, and it's kind of difficult because like I don't draw in like one particular style. And so it's really hard to market for that reason. And I think that that's kind of uh, been difficult. Um, I don't know. That's just come up a lot applying to different things. Everyone's like, the style isn't marketable enough and all of that. Just like I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, what?
Okay.
Means people are simple. They're not smart enough to follow that an artist can have more than one style.
Yeah. Ugh. I don't know how to give a moth hands that look cute and not horrifying little bug fingers.
Ugh. Ugh, I don't know about the 2 fingers. I don't think that's it.
Oh no, it's black again.
Yeah, it was there for a hot second. I've tried a lot of literary agents with Toby, and that hasn't really worked. And I'm not saying that like he deserves it. It's just kind of like it would be nice if one was like, yeah, let's take our shot and try it.
Oh, he totally deserves it though. Oh.
Mhm.
Well, apparently, a lot of children's book publishers don't like rhyming, and they don't like animal like main characters.
That doesn't make sense. That's
Uh-huh.
what? Excuse me?
Yeah. It's been so hard because a lot of the people I was applying to was like, make sure it doesn't rhyme. And it's like, well
What?
then I guess they don't want like Dr. Seuss kind of books, but it's like kids love rhyming.
Yeah,
Um
that's so bizarre.
yeah. So that's been a bummer. And then illustration agencies, it's like I don't really have one set style that is like I guess easily marketable. So it's hard to be like this person does this because it's like I don't know. I have a lot of different things because I just can't choose one because I'm chaotic.
God,
um
I feel like though, I don't know, maybe it's just like from knowing your friends, you know? It's like you can look at it and you know who did it kind of thing. Like like for me, I feel like all your stuff does have like your style and it's like I don't know. That's frustrating. Because I also know how you feel because I feel like my stuff's all over the place and I'm kind of just like interested in too many different things to settle down.
yeah. Well that's the thing. It's like each comic that I have, I want it to be in a different style.
Yeah.
Um and so it's hard because I've been drawing in a lot of different ways to like figure out those styles. So my portfolio has like a bunch of different stuff. And now I have all that paper cut stuff, but like I
Oh
don't even
yeah.
know if I want to keep that on my website because it's not really helping me anymore, unfortunately.
Oh.
Um which is a bummer because that was like such a huge part of my life at one point.
Yeah.
Um but I don't really feel like it's helping with. Unfortunately, I feel like it's digital or nothing now at this point, or like finding a way to combine traditional with digital in a way that is like marketable, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, it's tough.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's been my mindset the past couple days.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It comes and goes.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's
I get
how it
possessed
is.
by an art demon and I work constantly for a set amount of time and then I like take a break and then it's just like all those thoughts that I was avoiding for that whole time come flooding back.
Oh no.
Oh my god, I'm so close to just putting her hands behind her back, but I don't want to do that because that's such a cop out thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't want to draw these hands. Let's tuck them away, hide them.
Me trying to figure out these hands. The photo is like just slightly too low res, so I'm kind of just like, I kind of see what's going on.
Mhm.
Just takes a while to work with it. Oh, but you've got to create moth hands.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. That's the thing
Yeah.
that's stressing me out. I have no idea.
Only you can
Maybe
know. Only future you
uh,
can know.
no,
I
maybe
love
like
thinking about that.
yeah, it is fun. It's just a hmm.
wait to be future me and see what I came up with.
Uh-huh. Two, three fingers. Looks horrifying, but that's kind of cool.
That's always my thing. I always get to a solution and I'm like, but do I want it to be spooky, or am I just making it spooky because that's what I'm capable of?
It's back to my bullshit, basically.
Back on that bullshit. Seb, now that I've watched you just sketch this for the last, 2 hours, I must see it finished. I demand of you.
I don't imagine this would be one I'd abandon because I actually am really digging it.
Good, good.
I have no idea what to do with the background.
You just
Might just might put vague trees or something, they're taking a walk somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, put some blobs of green and some blobs of brown, and then put a Gaussian blur on it and call it a
Yes.
field. It's my
I
current
came
technique for all backgrounds.
I came here to learn the digital tips and tricks. So I'm I was debating. I was like, should I do this with a painting? But I'm like, I really want to do more with Procreate because I really do enjoy it.
Yeah, Procreate is so good. The company is just really great too. Because people will ask them questions on Twitter and they always respond. So people will be like, hey, Procreate, I kind of wish that this was a feature. And then they'll do it in the next update. And it's so good.
Oh, that's cool.
They're very interactive with the fans.
Yeah, I hardly knew much about.
It's a game changer.
Morgan, I like how you put her hands down so you didn't have to worry about it for a little bit longer.
Well, I drew them.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
I did the three little fingies.
They were cut off, so it just looked like you put her arms down so that you bought yourself some more time.
That is something I would do. Yeah, I just did the three little fingies. I also realized I didn't give her a neck. Moths don't have necks, so I didn't know how I was gonna do that. But then I realized it looks kind of weird with just her head coming out of fluff.
That's just her truth.
I'll give her a short neck, but at least something.
Yeah, Zeb, I showed Morgan this, but this is something that I did for a friend of mine. And here is my very terrible background in which I just sort of drew some blobs and blended them out with Gaussian blur.
It works perfectly though.
I'm just hiding my mistakes in the background. Hold on,
That's terrible.
I want the stream to update. Oh, it's so behind. There you go. Here's my shameful background.
So funny.
Here's some skin blobs.
Skin blobs.
Background people? Nah. What if just skin blob?
Oh, that's so good though. It works. I love the tree blob. That's kind of what I was thinking, like just vague tree.
Yeah, vague tree shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheat. That's my only technique for digital. Cheat
Yeah.
your way to success.
It's really, I just want the focus to be this these cute boys here.
Mm-hmm. They deserve all of the focus.
And so I'm not totally like, don't abandon it because I end up trying to do too much. That happens quite a lot.
I feel
I was
that.
looking yeah, when I was looking at like photos, like inspiration stuff for poses, I kept finding stuff that was really just gonna be really complex, especially like with characters I'm not quite used to drawing yet. So it's like I better not.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do a really simple pose. It's easy to get overly ambitious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All of the skin blobs.
Yeah, see, that's why I can never like work on stuff with the intention of putting it in my portfolio. Because if I tell myself like, oh, this is gonna go in my portfolio, then the entire time that I'm working on it, I'm just like, oh, I gotta like make it way too extra. Like I gotta add all these things so that it's like worthy.
Right. It's like to show that I know about this stuff, but don't always do it.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I'm like going through my work stuff that I've done for work to put in a portfolio, and I was kind of just reading up again on like how to do that because it's been a while since I don't know, kind of need to refresh my brain on pro tips and stuff. And there was a really, really good point that kept coming up about making sure you put work in that you want to be hired for. And the
Mm-hmm.
big issue being a lot of the work I've done for work is stuff I would rather not do again.
Yeah.
And it's like some of it is really good. I feel like I'm kind of proud of some of it, but I'm like I really just don't don't want to show it because that's not what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just trying to figure out how to make it cohesive. It gets like overwhelming because there's so much random stuff.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking maybe having like some kind of template that can be consistent, but showing the work, the inconsistent work, but have it templated and organized in a way that's like uh makes it less chaotic, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to figure it out, but Yeah, that's one of the things I'm keep putting off is just working on that so that I can apply for jobs.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with the context of like make what you want, like put in your portfolio what you want to make. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, but I also spend most of my time doing stuff that I don't want to do that I get
I
paid.
know. Exactly. Yeah. Some of it is I am gonna have to put a lot of stuff I'd rather not do again. Like I've done a lot of icon sets for work, and I hate Illustrator. I really don't like Illustrator. I don't want to
Yeah.
do it.
Mhm.
But
Uh-huh.
I've done so much of it, and like I know how to do it now, and it's really not that bad. I'd rather be doing that than I don't know having to talk to people and not doing something that that isn't Illustrator, I guess. But
Mhm.
it's still yeah, it's like I'm just afraid like oh no, I'm gonna get hired to do Illustrator work all the time.
Yeah.
Or maybe not, but because I'm also
Yeah.
like not gonna be able to be picky about what I accept because I'm kind of just really like I want to move, so I want to kind of take whatever I can get because I'm just the goal is to like get out there and
Yeah. Are there a lot of animation and stuff out there since it's Portland?
I haven't actually looked at animation specifically. I don't have a lot of stuff to show in that area. I mean, I guess I have like some minor things, but I feel like if there's a job description that is specifically animation, I'm not. I'm like really slow, so I'm afraid to like take that kind of job, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exciting though, because you can always get like, a job just to get you started out there. But then if you find that there's a lot of jobs that you really are interested in, um,
Yeah,
you'll have like stable income, but you can work on, because you're so good, Seb. I want you to get to work in like concept and stuff.
thank you. That would be incredible if I could manage.
Well, you're too good for dumb, whatever the graphic
Marketing
design
ad.
firms. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Not saying that, those jobs are, that they're bad and they don't require the skill. That's not what I'm saying. But just like, your
yeah. It's not. It's
drawing
definitely
skills are,
not.
yeah. Ugh. I
Thank
just want you to get to work and film and stuff.
Yeah, it's funny because the job I currently have was sort of like that idea of I just need to take anything right out of college and then I can move on when I've
Uh-huh. And
been
then you
here
get
or
stuck
whatever.
there.
It's coming up on like 4 years now
Wow.
Oh
since
my gosh.
graduating. So it's like wow, that's the same amount of time I was in school. Holy crap. But
Mm-hmm.
the whole moving thing definitely forces me to like do it. But
Mm-hmm.
I guess like also we were gonna move earlier, but I was focusing on like transitioning and I wanted to finalize a lot of that before moving because it's too many intense things at once for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like now I'm perfectly comfortable to move. I've had my top surgery, I changed my name, we're good to go. I
Mhm.
don't want to move over there with all that baggage.
Yeah. Especially because like a lot of that stuff legally you have to like be a resident and like file with the state and like
Yeah,
that's a
God, yeah.
lot.
Also, just applying for jobs, I'd like to be introduced in a way that no one can slip up and say my old name because they don't know it.
Uh-huh.
That'd be
Uh-huh.
great. Um, Not that that's happened, but it's still just unnerving knowing that they knew me before.
Yeah.
I kind of just need a new group, like work wise. I mean,
Yeah, it's funny. One of my roommates is a trans guy, and he at my work it just like never is brought up. So sometimes people assume that he's cis. And then
Yeah.
he'll like say something because he's like not thinking about the fact that they don't know that he's not cis. Like
Oh,
he'll be
yeah.
like, "When I was in the Girl Scouts," and everybody will be like, "What?"
Yeah. Amazing.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you, Jordan. I can see that happening with me. Not that I was ever in Girl Scouts, but I don't know. I feel like there's too many experiences that are like, you know.
Yeah, there's like a lot of childhood experiences that are gendered, even though they shouldn't be.
Yeah, exactly.
If y'all don't mind, I may end stream in a few minutes when it's like 10 o'clock.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just a black screen anyway, so.
Napoleon's just getting antsy. I can hear him walking around like, when are we going outside?
Time
Aww.
to piss.
I need to piss. My bladder is like the size of a penny.
Yeah, Ronan has actually fallen asleep.
I can tell because I can't hear him.
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate drawing buildings.
Uh-huh. Straight lines are the worst.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and I can't really find a reference model for the theater because it's got a giant double-decker carousel at the top.
Yeah, because you're stupid.
But I wanted it to look unique. But then, I just wanted it to be kind of like fun shapes.
Yeah.
Now I'm struggling.
I mean, the carousel thing
Aw.
sounds rad. I just don't want you to hurt yourself.
Yeah, I did find references for a carousel on SketchUp, so I'll definitely use that. I thought it would be kind of a fun, unique thing. And now I'm committed because it's called the Carousel Cabaret, so I can't go back.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
I did it, so I had to force myself to stick with it.
You don't have to do that, you know?
I mean, I like the aesthetic too. It'll just be hard to draw.
I'm gonna say, no aesthetic is worth your fingers.
It's fine, I don't make good decisions.
You
Oh
really
my
don't.
God.
I am thankful that my screen turned to black because I accidentally had not safe for work art up on this particular file.
Morgan!
that I went through when I was trying to find things to sketch. Like, ooh,
The stream's censoring you.
I know, I don't need another video takedown notice.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh no. Freaking YouTube.
I have 38 subscribers. Fuck off.
Yeah.
One ass isn't hurting anybody.
I will say you are slightly biased as a person who adores asses.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with them. Asses aren't inherently sexual. People are so afraid of cheeks.
No, you're right. The thing that I forget is that people think that feminine presenting nipples are not safe for work. Like, I forget that that's a thing because it's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's because anything woman is apparently inherently sexual.
Bad take.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh wow, my drawing hasn't updated in quite a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird. I just like looked at it again and I've been doing some more.
Yeah, it's probably
Doesn't matter though.
it's probably
It's no problem.
a large amount behind just because it's on Zoom.
Mm-hmm. The theater is also made up of like it's got like weird faces built into the walls.
Of course
Like
it
not
does.
like so I'm gonna have to draw like the funny architecture screaming faces. I just like that aesthetic.
I hope that you continue to like that aesthetic after you've drawn it 100 times.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I also really hope that I like drawing stairs because there's a ton of stairs.
Stairs are annoying too.
I know. You walk into the main lobby, and then there's the staircase where there's like the two staircases that like meet at the level, and then that level goes into another staircase that splits off into two directions. Because I
Oh
love
my
myself.
This sounds like effective hell.
Yeah, I did find so
Amazing.
the model I built has the staircase style that I want. And then I found references of the other staircase. So I'm just gonna do a big splice
Good. Good.
and then just trace them.
Please do not hand
And
draw it.
no,
I'll fight you.
no, I'm trying.
Personally come to your house. Okay. I think I've made Napoleon wait long enough.
Thanks for having me join you guys.
Yeah, thanks for streaming with us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that technology was really chaotic.
Oh, it worked out. Glad we
Yeah.
figured something out.
Seb wasn't the problem. It was you, Morgan.
I know.
we'll just have to see if your iPad does better after updating. But yeah, if you ever want to join, Seb, just holler.
Yeah.
Always open.
Thank you.
Mhm.
It definitely helps to actually draw when you're drawing with people. It's nice.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sort of like have to focus on something presentable. Alrighty, I'm gonna stop the stream.